And thank you for inviting me to co-host with you this evening. And I'm going to have the great pleasure of introducing Candace James, Poet Laureate.
You've got to do your own poem. You've got to do a welcome poem.
Oh, do? Okay.
So you have to keep with the schedule of the program.
Okay. The only, well, it's the many voices of our ancestors, correct?
Yeah. That's the theme.
That's the theme. So I did a historical ancestor of my ancestors. I'm a Métis of 6 generations. And this is based on my great-great-great uncle, Chief Papas Chas. Anyway, so I just thought I'd do a little historical poem for you. And his name, so I'll start off, and it's called Métis Script Scam of 1885. Chief Papas Chas, known as Chief Woodpecker in English, had a band of 241 self-sufficient members. By 1879, their most staple food, the buffalo, was becoming extinct. The Northwest Territories, where Edmonton, Alberta, is linked, forcing Chief Papas Chas and other bands to treaty. A proud race, reduced to poverty, became needy. Suffering from severe starvation and health, forced to farm on a reservation with no payment of wealth. The Plains Cree and the Métis were migratory, hunters and gatherers, just wanted to be left alone to live their life was the only thing that mattered. But a broken treaty and unfair treatment to the Papas Chas people in the midst of the Louis Riel rebellion had been very lethal. While the Half-Breed Script Commission, followed by script scammer Trash, lured the treaty Indians and Métis ancestry with a little cash, had lied and told them that if they took script, they would have to leave the reservation. These tricksters made Papas Chas band lose their script salvation and disbanded them. So in quote, all recipients of script were discharged from Treaty 6, resulted in their loss of all treaty land and annuity rights. Papas Chas ancestors' voices cry out to the descendants of their plight as they continue today for the recognition by the federal government that their land and rights were given up or coerced from them in the last century by the Métis script scam of 1885. And if you ever want to read more about it, it's on the YouTube, or on Google. You just have to Google Chief Papas Chas, and you'll be able to read all about it. But thank you very much.